Hey Hebrew fans, this is Todd. So something interesting happened is somebody told me they got a Lords of Power action figure set for only 120, actually 119.99 or it was. And I thought, no way. There's no way they got it for that price. This yeah, eBay prices are really low. So I went and looked, and sure enough, there was a guy selling them for only just under 120 bucks. And I couldn't believe it. I'm like, that's crazy. And he had 10 of them for sale. So I went ahead and I bought one. And some of you guys did too from the link I put on there. But I told you that as soon as I got mine in, I would make a video and show basically um, what this figure set looked like. So that's what this is today. This is me opening the figure set. Nice, Frankie. Excellent, Frankie. So let's talk about the Power Lords. Now, when I got this today in the mail, it just came in this box just like this. The guy literally shipped it in the shipper. And there was a label right here. It actually came off pretty easy. It's just a little bit of stickiness on there, but not too much. The box does have a little bit of damage on it. There's some damage there. There's a little damage up there. Let's see this side here. It's got a lot more damage along the edge here. And he taped the top up in order to mail it. And the bottom is taped to mail it. And the post office wrote on it. And it's got dents. So if you want a nice in the box one, this is not the set for you. But if you just want them because you want them, it's a pretty good set. Because originally at PowerCon, they were $200. And Big Bad Toy Store had them for $270, I think. Yes, $270 plus $4 shipping and handling. So getting it for 120, because I would just open it anyway. I'm not going to keep it in the box. That's like a pretty good deal. So I was pretty ecstatic about it. So let's open it up and see what the insides of this looks like and see if they're intact. Because I mean, basically from Big Bad Toy Store, it's under half price because twice the price would be $240, and it was $270 on Big Bad Toy Store. So crazy. So let's just cut this thing right open. Slice and dice. All right, so let's pull this out. Oh, gotta cut the edges here to get into it. There we go. And now let's get this open. Let's get it open. Before we open it, though, let's take a look at the back of the box. It's got some cool artwork on it. It shows all 5 of them. Now, if you didn't know, He-Man figures they made a long time ago, they didn't make them. They were just prototypes. The original prototypes of what they were going to call Masters of the Universe. But they decided to use the name Masters of the Universe instead of Lords of Power. And it's funny because Power Lords came out about the same time, so it makes you wonder if they might have snagged that name and said, hey, we'll call ours Power Lords instead of Lords of Power. So it's kind of funny how close that is. So here's the internal box. And now I don't know if this usually came with tape like this on here or if he did that. I have no idea. But let's take a look at this box. Let's look at this box, shall we? So let's see who's on here. Jamie, thanks for joining me. Mike, thanks for being here. Frankie, thanks for being here. All right, let's go ahead and keep going. So here's the box. That is some beautiful artwork. Man, that looks awesome. And here's the other 3 on the back of the box. Man, they should have just made a poster like that too to go along with it. And the bottom of the box has the people who designed it and special thanks and safety, made in China, the barcode. And now let's open this up. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let me get the extra light out. Extra power light. Dun 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 dun. That's in really good shape. That is pretty cool. Oh, my light's just blocking everything. So we have He-Man and we have Skeletor with a face And you know what? That's kind of why I wanted to get this one, because we're not going to get this face, I don't think, ever. I thought for sure they were going to release all the Power Lords, because we had Mer-Man and Beast-Man released. But we never got Man-at-Arms, which is one that I really wanted because of the fur on his armor. And then we never got He-Man in these colors. And then we never got Skeletor with that face. That face. All right, so now that we have seen all the figures, let's see if this opens up and pulls out easy. Oh, it does. It pulls out easy for easy pull out and easy return. Pull all the way out. Oh, it does. Look at that. It's got this big giant window glass that you can just pull right out. So let me set this aside somewhere safe. And let's pull out this side too. Now it does have some light scratches and stuff on it because obviously it got rubbed during shipping. Now just because mine came out this good does not guarantee that yours will. But if you want, the link is in the description if you wanted to pick up one of these. But man, for 120, that is not too shabby. All right, where is my He-Man? I know I just tossed him in this box a few minutes ago. There he is. Okay, so here is the original color He-Man. And you can see this one's just a little more pinkish hue. Doesn't look too weird by himself, but it looks weird next to this tan one. So you can see the coloring's different. And then the belt is more orange. This is brown, that's more orangish. And the boots are more orange instead of brown. I'm going to get my original 80s He-Man out, and let's compare the colors just to see. The colors, kid, the colors. That's so weird, my chat. Oh, there we go. Hey, Waldo, thanks for joining us. Oh, I'm stepping on Ram-Man. Ram-Man, Ram-Man. Oh, everything's shaking. Everything's shaking, bacon. Ugh. All right, here's my original 80s He-Man. Not the commemorative, but the actual real 80s one. I'm from the 80s, man. And so now we can do some color comparison. And so obviously the colors don't match exactly, but then again it was based on the prototype, not on the actual toy. But it's kind of cool they gave him the orange shorts and the orange boots. Those actually match closer. All right, let me see if I can pull them out of there. I want to take a look at that face. Okay, so I can get them out without too much destruction. Now, he doesn't have any plastic thing ties to holding him in. He's just literally pressed into the plastic, so you should be able to put him back as long as you don't destroy the plastic getting him out. But he's a little bit slippery. They got some kind of finish on him or something. That is a weird skin tone he has. Oh! Now, for those that are watching this and don't know, his arms are made to come off, so I did not just break my $120 He-Man figure set. There we go. So his armor is a whole lot darker gray, similar to what we saw in the 2-pack. It's very, very similar to the 2-pack in some ways. His wrist cuffs are kind of shiny orange. Shiny. As opposed to being kind of a dull orange. Oh, he doesn't have any color at all. But it doesn't match his belt that much. His shorts are more orange instead of brown. So he's more reminiscent of the original He-Man. His sword has some paint on it. If you can see that or not. It's like a silver, dark silver blue. Looks like it might just be on one side. I can't tell. And then his boots are kind of orange in color with yellow instead of the tan and yellow. So there you go. And his head does look more reminiscent of the actual toy than the other head we got later on. It's not a whole lot different, but you can see there's some differences to it. Mostly in the paint job. So there you go. There is the 5-pack He-Man. Now, he doesn't come with his sword, which is kind of shocking. I'm surprised there's no sword. But they did give him a sword holder in his armor. I'm surprised the sword's not like stuck somewhere in here. Like in a cardboard rock or something. That would have made a lot of sense. All right, so I don't have the old Beastman anymore to compare, but I do have the Mer-Man that I got. So let's go ahead and find Mer-Man. Where did I put those figures? There they are. They're on the floor right in front of me. So here's the Lord of Power Mer-Man that came separately in a separate pack. And he's got differences. One difference right off the bat, I don't believe his sword had the blue going down it. Also, the armor is yellow and painted. And he's got like bubbles painted on his loincloth there. If you can see that or not. So that's different too. So the Lords of Power single release is similar, but yet a lot different. So that's interesting. Now, for those that have the Beastman, tell me, what do you know is different between this Beastman and the one that was the single release Lords of Power? So I don't have them. I have no clue. I don't remember. So I'll wait for the comments to come in. I'll take a look. Hey, Jamie, thank you for the dollar. I really appreciate it. Yep. Makes me so sad when they did what they did to He-Man. I bought this set when it first released for it was $400 when it first came out. No way, I thought it was $200. That's crazy. There was no sword in Lords of Power. Yes, the Mer-Man Lords of Power is the best one, definitely. That's why I have him for my top 11, but this one's pretty cool looking. They did a really good job. The color and the armor. Says Mike. So Mike's saying the color and the armor of Beastman is different. Yeah, I actually do like the color on this one. I didn't like the other one, so it must be something different with it. Because I remember not being a fan and just kind of getting rid of it. And it's fun too, because this is right from the first mini comic that we have. Where we see Beastman swinging in the jungle. Swinging in the jungle. Anyway, let's take a look now at Man-at-Arms, which is the real reason why I bought this, was for Man-at-Arms. Man-at-Arms. Okay, so I can get this out of here. If I ever get out of here. Well, it looks like this might be bigger already. So that might be something different. And of course I got it because the fur. The head is obviously way different. Oh, he's got a boot knife. No way. We see this with the 2-pack of He-Man too, that had Prince Adam in it. They should have gave He-Man his boot knife in this set too. I'm surprised they didn't do that. They already have the mold for it. All right, so we can get him out of here without causing too much damage, without pulling off parts. Ugh. It's funny, he has Manny Face's wrist or hand, back of his hand. I don't want to destroy the box because it surprisingly made it here in pretty good shape. I thought for sure it'd be destroyed. Okay, get your foot out of there. Oh, almost. Hey, he's still intact. Oh, he's got that vehicle from the comic in there. The Ram. Look at that. That's funny. I saw someone make that as a vehicle. Let's see. The single power or single pack Lord of Power Beast Man was red and the armor was yellow. Ah, yes, that's way different. All right, so here is Man at Arms, and they gave him an orange cuff, the orange in the back of here. The armor's the same. The boot knife. The boot knife's so cool. Easy to lose, but really cool. Then he's got a larger mace, and his head is different. Oh, weird! Look at his neck. That is so weird. It's like he's wearing a whole full helmet, not just a hat. There's no hairline on the back or nothing. Now, in the original toy, this was to come off and have a little chain thing on there, so you can use it like a mace on a chain when you start swinging it around. I like the green they used them too, and the brown boots look really cool. This is a nice coloring. Now, I have changed the color on mine. As you can tell, I use darker green now. The original Man-at-Arms is super light green, but this was from the Snake one, and you can see the green's pretty close to the one I ended up choosing for him. So my custom's kind of close, but that is cool. And you can see the mace that comes with the toy originally. It's so small. This is like a mace we've seen with classics, actually. That bigger mace. All right, I'm going to leave my camera on so you guys can look at these cool figures. And I'm going to go grab my 2-pack He-Man that came with Prince Adam, and let's compare him to the Lords of Power one. We'll be right back. Right back. Okay, I am back. Now, of course, he's sporting my actual custom sword, not the one he came with. But this is the Lords of Power one. Not Lords of Power. This is the 2-pack one that came with Prince Adam with the cloth vest. And he's got the boot knife too. And his skin tone is a little bit different than the He-Man we got. You can see. But it's not the same as this He-Man. I actually like this skin tone probably better than all of them. Let's compare it to the original 80s He-Man. Where did you go? Where is my original 80s He-Man? How could I lose him? I just had him in my hands a few minutes ago. I tell you, it's a good thing that my head is attached to my body. There he is. And it's actually pretty close to the original 80s He-Man for skin tone, the one that came in the 2-pack with Prince Adam. That's funny. Cool, cool, cool. And I was wrong about the armor. It is actually lighter for the 2-pack. But I remember having some of them that came in this color. Some of the variants were darker. So I remember buying different He-Man figures that came in the single packs. And some had that darker gray. Ugh. Crazy, crazy. Let's see, I wish I had that version of He-Man. Oh, the one that came in the 2-pack? Yeah. Yeah, he still has the old head, though. See, let me show you my go-to He-Man for those that don't know. For those that don't usually join the channel, let me pull out my go-to He-Man. This is my go-to He-Man. This is the one where I took the best parts of all the different figures I had, put them together. He's sporting the head from the PowerCon Prince Adam Classics. He has the Classics armor on. He has just the regular boots. And I forgot what body this was. And then normally I give him one of my custom swords, which is somewhere in this box. Oh, I have them over here on the side. Huh. There we go. And for his shield, I give him this giant whopping Masterverse shield because it just fits so nice on there. So this is my go-to He-Man. Look at how awesome that looks. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. So cool. Hey, Peter, thanks for joining us. And Prognovich, thanks for being here. Milton, thanks for joining us. Biz, thanks for being here. Yes, the boot knife is most awesome. I didn't want to change this figure at all. I wanted to leave him as original as possible. So that's why I didn't steal the boot knife. But normally, if I was going to actually make the ultimate one, I would steal these boots off this guy because the straps are a different color too. They actually painted the straps, and those boots are just way cooler. So I'd steal his boots and put them on him. Yep. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Now, I know it seems kind of funny, but I like to use my classics Battle Cat with my Origins He-Man figure because it's just that awesome. Look at that. It looks like it is the righteous size it needs to be. By the power of Grayskull, I have the power. I gotta make sure I don't mix up these shields. This is the new... Oh, no, this is his. Okay. Don't mix them up, Todd. I'll never figure out whose is whose in the future. And his battle axe also is sporting the silver paint, but it's much more prominent than the 5-pack. Yes, by far the best Battle Cat. Except for he's got so much articulation, you spend a lot of time getting him to stand. But if you want to pose him, you could pose him any way you want, and that's the coolest part about it. Of course, he's all dusty sitting on my shelf. Dusty, dusty. All right. Let's go ahead and keep pulling these out. And I love the armor on this guy. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, the back is solid. No way. No way. I didn't know that. I was not expecting that. I didn't turn him over yet. I did look at the back of his head. But, dude, that is awesome. Okay. Let's pull out the Man of... You know, let's pull out Skeletor. No, we're going to pull out Mer-Man first. Mer-Man, Mer-Man. Dun, 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 dun. I can't believe only $120 for this. Now, at first I was like, well, I don't want Mer-Man. I already got the Lords of Power Mer-Man and a separate one. I have no need to buy another one, but he's pretty cool looking. He actually kicks butt over the other one we got in the single. Because one, he's got the blue sword. So he's got the blue power on his sword. It's bent. I don't know if it's made to straighten or not, or if that's the design. I don't know. But then he has, like I said, he has the little bubbles drawn on his undies as opposed to the other one. And the armor is the right color. This one has more of an orange armor. And he's got like some paint on the front of this that's kind of like a nice sheen to it. Ugh. Okay, for a second I thought I had one with... Oh, this arm is frozen. I could sit there and force it, but it's going to snap, so I'm going to have to wait and heat it up. Okay, so this is kind of funny. This is rocking my world a little bit because I already had him picked out for my top 11, but he's taken the place. He's going in my box. He's going to take my place of my Man-at-Arms I spent so long customizing to get just right with the right colors and the right head. But look at that. And I like the bigger mace too. And you can tell it's a classics mace because it stretches his hand out. So I may have to heat his hand up and put it back in place. Because you stick him in a... Yeah, see, it doesn't quite fit all the way in the figure's hand. It's made for a larger figure. No, Mattel, why? Why, Mattel? But still. And it's cool too. They got the orange on this side and the blue on that side. Nice. All right. Let's go on to Beast Man. Let's check the back of his arm. I didn't check the back to see how it looks. It looks the same. Nothing special about the back. Just the coloring matches better. Let's tighten that up. Dude, tighten your bra. There we go. Much better. All right, Lords of Power. Beast Man! How about the classics? Mer-Man. And he's blue. Yes, they have the blue one that came in a 2-pack. The DC versus Masters of the Universe 2-pack. And his counterpart was Aquaman. Now, surprisingly, no whip. Indy, throw me the whip. Now, he does have longer forearms, which is cool. Just not a fan of the belt. The belt drives me crazy. It's just so weird looking. But it does look a whole lot better than the one we got in the single pack. That is for sure. Because I remember not being impressed at all with the single pack. Now, of course, if I'm going to keep him and throw him in my set, then he is going to need some sort of armbands. He can't go around without his spiky armbands. Let's see the color closeness to it. Oh, the color's way different. So if I was going to fully deck him out, he would have to he'd have to switch armor completely. So yeah, I'm not going to switch the Mer-Man or the Beast Man. I might steal his arms though, because those arms are pretty cool. And they are the same color orange, so doing a swap for the legs or the arms is really easy. Let's just see how that looks. I know I wasn't planning on customizing these guys because I wanted to keep them the same, but you know. Oh, it matches his belt too. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Look at that. See, he has a little claw on his original hand. You know what? I'm going back to the original toy. It did look cool for a second, but I like his little dinky armband on here. I know it sounds ridiculous, but I've liked that since I was a little kid, so it is staying on there. Lord of Power Beast Man, you are not going to make it into my bin. Okay. So Beast Man, you get to stay. Mer-Man, you've been replaced. Oh no, I've been replaced. Man-at-Arms, you've been replaced. Ha ha ha. No, and such a cool Man-at-Arms too, but just not cool enough. Look at that. I still gotta unfreeze that one guy's arm though. Boot knife, boot knife. And now for Skeletor. Bump bump. Oh no way, no way, no way. I did not notice that. Okay, let's get him out of here without breaking it. As you guys know, Skeletor was my very first figure I ever got, for those that have followed me on the channel. And so I've always had a special place in my heart for Skeletor, because he was my first Masters of the Universe figure I ever got. I wanted He-Man, but they were sold out everywhere. And they had a blue He-Man, and who wants a blue He-Man? I didn't know who it was. It said like Faker on his card or something. And I almost got the blue He-Man. I thought, you know what? I'm getting this skull head, muscle bound, blue figure. And there we go. I got Skeletor. But something I really like about the Skeletor is these shins. Yeah, let's get this light on here. You guys got to see this. If you have not seen this yet, I don't know how I missed this. Did it come off? No, it's part of the boot. It's painted in the back. But they have these shins on here. That is so cool. That's like the original comic, the original thing we saw. All right. I gotta look. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Oh, yeah. Oh. Here we go. This is the original card backs. And look at Skeletor there. And he has those things. Let's see. Milton says, I had Terror Claws Skeletor. He was his favorite. Nice. Which Beastman's not making into my... This one's not making it into my my special box of figures that I have. I have one box that are all my favorites. He's not going to make it in there. This Mer-Man just lost out. He used to be in there. This Man-at-Arms used to be in there, but he's been kicked out. But I don't know about Skeletor. I'm still debating. I don't know if I like the smiley face that he has on there. I really like the legs, though. I like the coloring on here. It's cool. You can see, look at this. This is mine. That's in my box now. But it's not bad. Don't get me wrong. Again, it's a customized one, and I had to do a lot of work to get it just right. But I wish the skin tone was the same color, because then I could use those boots. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. Of course, that's not going to work either. I was going to swap out and grab this armor. But if I grab that armor, it's not going to match these boots right here. And this hood is uniquely shaped and uniquely colored. Do I have a blue hooded Skeletor that color? And see, the Skeletor we see on the back here does have these, but not that face. That face. How close is this one? That's pretty close. That is pretty righteously close. Let's do a head swap and see. Oh, his head's stuck on there. I don't want to break him. I'm gonna have to get hot water to get that off, because it's gonna end up ruining the peg in there. I just don't know. I mean, what do you guys think of that face? Give me your opinion. Is that like a cool face, or is that like not quite so cool? So here we go. Let's line these up. Here's what I got. This is what I have now. I have Kildor armor, Kildor hood that I had to put the Skeletor's face on there. So you had to pull off the special eye Skeletor and put a regular Skeletor face in there. Nah. Put that back in there. Ooh, keep your face intact, man. Oh. And it took a whole lot of sanding to get that face to fit in there. Whole lot of sanding going on. A lot of dremeling. Dremeling. Okay. And then I have the Lords of Power Skeletor. He's got the green cheeks. I always like the green cheeks. No green on top though. But I just don't know about the smile. It's kind of weird. It's just strange. And then of course I have the original release Skeletor with the new head. And yeah, kind of dull. So let's number them off. They'll be number 1, 2, 3. I want to see in the comments which ones you like better out of these 3. Number 1, number 2, and number 3. 1, 2, 3. And let's see what you guys vote on. Now, what's annoying is the Snake, whatever, 2000X version of Man-at-Arms, he did come with the special armor with the fur on it, but it's the wrong coloring. It's the wrong coloring, Mattel. I don't know why they didn't release it the other way. I should have noticed the back was solid on that. I don't know why I didn't notice that. And it's cool, but the fur shouldn't be silver anyway. So that's kind of a bummer. But man, I'm telling you, it's so much cooler in person than it was seeing pictures online. It's just awesome. I am loving this Man-at-Arms. When I was a younger teen, Man-at-Arms for some reason became my favorite. And so it's just such a cool design for Man-at-Arms. I might be doing some swapping. I like this green better, but his wrist cuffs aren't painted though. So I'm kind of debating. But this one reminds me of, look, his head's gotten loose. See, so as you pull a head off without using hot water, you get this going on. You get the loose head going on. That's exactly what I did. I pulled his head off for a video the other day, and I didn't use hot water. And now I'm crying. Of course, that green is kind of cool looking. All right, let's compare it to the original Man-at-Arms from the 80s. Here is the original Man-at-Arms from the 80s. And you can see the green does not match here, but this green does match pretty close to the original, which is why I got this one in the first place. Even the same belt color. That's why I made this one that way on purpose, just so it would be close to my original one. This was mine when I was a kid, so if I wanted it to match. I mean, granted, the coloring is a little different in the browns, but the gray is the same on the belt. The armor is really close to the same color. The skin tone is the same color. You know what they didn't do, though, in this Lords of Power set? They didn't give us Tila. If we would have got a Tila Lords of Power 2, that would have been totally awesome to get a Tila Lords of Power. All right, I'll figure out later, but for right now, he's going in the new box. I'm surprised they didn't do a second set. That'd have been cool, too. Did you buy a layer, Todd? Yes, I did. It's sitting in my living room. My wife is not too happy right now because I have not opened it yet. I want to do a video of it when I open it, and I just have not had time to do a video of me building it and opening it and then comparing it to Snake Mountain from Super 7 and everything else. So, all right, we got some numbers in. Let's take a look here. Peter says number 3. Unicron says number 3. Impervo says number 1. Waldo says number 2. Milton Bates says if number 1, you swap the legs with number 2. Let's give that a shot and see. I think the skin color is a little too different, though. There we go. Yeah, this one has a little more green. This has a little more purple. I don't know if you can see it in the camera or not, but the colors do not match. Kind of purplish, kind of greenish. So this is a little turquoise, a little bit of violet. So yeah, kind of close. But what's funny though is the back of the legs match. So you know what? I think maybe if I swap the boots. That boot is stuck on there. I'll have to use hot water later. I hate pulling them apart when they don't want to go. You end up destroying them. But what's crazy is... Oh, don't break on me. Don't do it. As you can see how different the coloring is in the back, but it does... Oh, it doesn't match that either. So it doesn't match any of them. Of course, then the armor won't match. Decisions. Okay, I'll put them back together so you guys can keep counting them off. Oh, they've been showing up damaged. Oh, that's not good. I didn't even cross my mind it would show up damaged. Okay, I'll put him back together the way he was. For those that are still voting, 1, 2, and 3. D. Griff says 3. Mike says 2 and 3. George says he likes 2. The Lords of Power one. Lords of Power! The cat's lair is huge. Yes, I was not expecting the box to be that big, and my wife was not too happy when I brought the box in. I tried explaining to her I bought it a year and a half ago, but it didn't help. It did not help. I was in the doghouse for probably about, I don't know, a couple days. And then it's still sitting out there, clogging up our living room. So I'm surprised I'm still not in the doghouse. I think she's come to be okay with it. So I can't fit it to the doorway of my hobby room. That's the problem. Because I have stuff close to the door on the inside, and so the angle's not big enough to fit it through. I just can't believe I swapped out 3 of my figures. Or at least 2 of them. I swapped out him and him. Yeah, 2 of them. Just look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is my favorite of the set. So cool. I tried looking for him just online, but no one is selling him. I could see why now. Let's see. Peter said 3 and then 2. Can you still order a layer? It's too late. I'm not sure, Peter. I'm thinking it's too late, but sometimes they still have things once in a while. Like they had the tank for quite a while afterwards. Oh. Firmly grasp it. We're going jellyfish hunting. Or jellyfishing, I guess they call it. Let's see. Unicron says Man-at-Arms and Beast-Man are my favorite from the set. I love that Man-at-Arms also, Todd, says Mike. Yep, that's the plan. Take it apart and bring it to the room. My first videos will be taken in the living room. All right, so if you guys want this set, the guy had like 4 left. I don't know how many he has left now. The link's in the description. Clicking the link does help my channel, just a heads up. So if you just want to click the link and just look at it, I'm okay with that too. And then that also helps. So anyway, I think that is it. I think I've pretty much exhausted the Lords of Power. And now I got my box filled out with some cool, groovy, cool figures now. Look at that. A new Beast-Man, a new Mer-Man, a new Man-at-Arms. I'm going to keep my same He-Man though. Oh, he's staying the same. And I think for Skeletor right now, he's staying the same. But I'm eventually going to figure out a way to get these and make them work. I might just swap the boots and the feet and just stick them on there. Of course, then it won't be purple. It won't match. Am I going to have to paint these? Do I want to paint those? Mattel, issue more of these in different colors. We need them. We need them, Mattel. Not just want, need. And of course, the only way to get this head, if you want it, is in the Lords of Power set. But it's just so weird looking. I could see why they changed it besides going with that design. It looks a lot like Mum-Ra, kind of. Mum-Ra, the ever-living. Weird. Unicron, I hate that head. Oh, Unicron bought it. Hey. Oh, you bought it for the regular price earlier this year, huh? That does stink. So I guess you didn't buy it now. You bought it before. Yep. And again, I got this one for under 120. It was 119 something. Oh, yeah, the cape. I forgot about the cape. See, I'll lose the cape too because the coloring is not going to match. I am just going to have to paint those things purple. There's no way around it. So it matches the cape. So it matches the armor. So it matches the belt. So it matches the hood. I can't believe it didn't match the color. Still cool though. It's kind of a fun throwback because I've seen those pictures online so many times about the Lords of Power prototype figures. All right, you guys. Thanks for joining me. I cannot wait to get my Filmation Man-at-Arms, Man-E-Faces. See if I can't figure out a way to get this skin color up here. Because this is kind of a mixture of the two. See, I swapped out the head. He doesn't have the weird in-between head anymore. He has the regular head, but the new body. Regular head and new body. And I did decide to just put him back to normal. He's cool just the way he is. So I swapped him back to normal with the skinny body. Just looked too weird at the larger body, so I do like him better than this one. Oh, bring back your head. Stop spinning your head on me, man. Bonk, 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 bonk. Anyway. Mattel revealed them. Have you seen the... Yes, I have seen the Masters of the Universe Thundercat figures. I have. Yep. Yep. I don't know how I feel about them yet, though. I have not decided. I've seen some of them. I don't like the Skeletor crossover. I'm not sure how I feel about the Battle Cat figure. I don't like the armor Lion-O has on. It's like really going to give him He-Man armor. So if the armor comes off and it looks like regular Lion-O, that's cool. But if it doesn't look like regular Lion-O when the armor comes off, then I don't know how I feel about it. Look at this awesome Tila. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. I know, wrong music. Wait a second. Wait a second. Where is that new She-Ra? Oh! They are a pair. All right. Link said sold out. Oh. Yeah, there was 4 when I started the video, so people here must have bought them. There's been 4 available for a while. You should just try to contact the seller. See if he has any more. A lot of people only put 10 auctions up at a time. Look at this weird skin color. By itself, it looks fine. If you just took this and, didn't look at any others, he's sticky. There's something sticky on his hand. Maybe it's the axe. It's the axe. The axe has like a blue finish on it. And you can see how it's kind of shiny right there. It's really sticky right there. Weird. It's got sticky fingers now from it. I gotta admit though, if you just wanted to get someone Masters of the Universe figures, it's just to jumpstart them, this would be a cool set to get. But like I said, they're sold out. All right. If I happen to find any more on sale, I will post it on my Hebrew page. So if you have not followed my page yet, go follow it. If you haven't joined the lounge, make sure you also join the lounge. We got a lot of fun there. And like Mike always says, if you can like the video, I'd appreciate it. It helps with the hits. So people will see this video and see how cool this Man-at-Arms is. And that is all I think I have. I think I've pretty much talked for 50 minutes. I've been blabbing for 50 minutes about this figure set. Wow. That's a long time to be talking about 5 action figures. Look how cool that looks. I just can't get over it. I didn't think I would like him as much. Like I said, I seen him in pictures, and I was not that impressed. I was going to swap his head out first shot out of the gate. But I'm not swapping that head. That looks cool. I like the little dots on it and everything. That's really cool. And he's got the one red dot on his belt. Not sure how I feel about that, but that's fine. We'll leave it. And he's got the boots painted. I'm surprised they didn't paint the straps on him, on his boots. But still, I like his little, all his glossy parts. Glossy parts. Join the lounge, yes. Thank you, Mike. I ended up paying $278 for my set. Oh. Yeah, when the price was that high, I just couldn't do it. I was kind of crying on the inside because I really wanted it. So this was so cool to get it. I know it's kind of hokey to say, it's a dream come true. But it is pretty cool to actually get it. I've wanted it for so long, but the price was just way too much. It excluded me from being one of the people to get it. Wait a minute. Why does Todd have 2 Tilas? What the heck? What the heck? For those that don't know, if you look back in the original mini comics, there was 2 Tilas. Yes, 2. Warrior Tilas, Tila, and the Magic Tila. And so Mattel expected everybody to buy 2, put the armor on one, and take the armor off the other. So when I was a kid, I only had one, and I used to take the armor off and on and pretend like she was transforming to the one who would talk to He-Man and give him all his cool superpower stuff, his swords and armor, and one that would fight by his side. And he didn't know that they were the same Tila, which is funny because at the time, Prince Adam wasn't made yet. So my Tila transformed, not my Prince Adam. So that was kind of funny that when I was younger, that's what used to happen. Oh yeah, look. His sword does not have the blue on it. Like the new one. Even feels different too. It's so weird how bent it is. I wonder if it's supposed to be like that or not. If that's a style design or a mistake. I have to go look at other people's videos and see. I can't imagine that being a style design. But I can't imagine it being so smashed in the box because it's kind of hard plastic, almost brittle. But this one's a little softer. Oh, here's the other barrel. Roll out the barrel. Oh, I swapped out his barrel head. Let's see the human face. Oh yeah, look at that. He's got black on the sides. Weird. Oh, Mike posted a link. What do you got there, Mike? Wow, 565 members. I'm guessing that's the link for Lounge Grayskull. I was so disappointed. I thought it was supposed to be the robot head. It's like, what the heck is that? It's supposed to be the halfway in between conversion head, but it should be white instead of silver. But anyway, I digress. I'm digressing too fast. I am tired. I need to go to bed. My day is done. Arrgh. also got this Tila here. I have 3 Tilas. I got the green one too. I have 2 Evelyns, yellow and purple. So, Eric today asked me a question. Eric, you still online? He asked me, why is the new Tila Filmation figure coming out yellow when in the cartoon her skin was kind of a grayish color? And I have an answer for you, Eric. It's kind of a weird one, but many of the colors were muted when it went from the cells that they colored to taking pictures and filming them on TV. The TV changed a lot of the colors. Evelyn was more yellow on the cells they colored than she looked on TV. And so we had the same problem with Triclops. When they released Triclops, they used the cell colors instead of the cartoon colors. And so he came out super bright green when Super 7 made him, for the exact same reason, because the cell colors were the wrong ones. What the heck? My Evelyn does not have yellow new knees. What is going on? Oh, I'm going to have to search now. I know I have the new yellow Evelyn knees. I made a video about it. I hope I did not end up giving her away to somebody thinking I still had another one. No! How did that happen? Anyway, time to go search for that yellow Evelyn. You know what? I'm looking right now. I got to find it during this video before it ends. We're on the hunt. We're on the hunt for yellow new need Evelyn in a box. And you could see the original card art also. Evelyn was not that yellow like she was in the toy as well. Oh, I just stepped on green Tila. Green Tila. That's funny. Sounds like I'm talking about green tea. All right. We gotta find this. Here's Mustache Man at Arms. Looks so weird with the mustache. No yellow Tila in this box. Oh, I found her. Whoo, that was a close one. There she is. New yellow need Tila. And I think she has a glowing orb in her hand too. I think I gave her original glowing orb. Whew, that was a close one. It was almost panic mode. See the knees? Look at the difference. Ooh, ah. And it took buying a whole lot of Evelyns to get the yellow need Evelyn. I don't know how you got in my box. How'd you get in my box? There she is. She's the keeper. All the things in the world are right again. What? I forgot I had this guy. I was trying to roll his tongue. Where is your tongue? Oh well. Now I'm happy. I found my Evelyn. That was almost panic mode because I would have to buy like 20 Evelyns to find one of the good knees again. It would be. See, here's the color Man at Arms they gave us. I think this actually might be the guard though. I think it might be actually a guard body. I've mixed too many figures now. It's hard to keep track of who's who in the zoo. All right, panic mode is over, and it is time to say goodbye. The votes were in. Wow, 29 likes. Thank you so much, you guys. And it looks like I am keeping number 3 as my main Skeletor. But I'm not going to get rid of number 2. He's still cool looking. And then I'll have to find some way later on to use those shin guards. Because those shin guards look cool. And the new Man-at-Arms. And the Hebrew. So cool. No problem, Mr. Smith. Thank you. Oh, yes. Barbados. Yes, that's where I get the armors from. All right. Until next time, good journey, you guys. Bye now.